Hello folks, happy to see you all. Hope all of you are doing very well. So today let us see something more about the enlightened master Sadhguru. Today's video is 224th video of Kailash channel, and today we are going to approach Sadhguru in a totally different perspective. You know, in 1982, where at the age of 25 he got enlightened. What we are going to see today is what happened in 1984. You see, Sadhguru got enlightened, and he wanted to give the same experience. He wanted all of us to experience the same. That is the better way to say. He got enlightened, and he wanted all of us to get the same experience as he got in Chamundi Hills. Then, as he was thinking, he realized that he has been doing yogasanas from the age of 13, and at the age of 25 he got enlightened. He has said in many places, not even a day, come what may, I have not stopped doing yogasanas. So for the past 12 years he has been continuously doing yogasanas, practicing pranayama and meditation. Then he realized that because of this only I could enjoy the process of enlightenment. So why not I teach the same thing to my fellow beings so that they can also get enlightened? So this is what his calculation was. So he became a yoga teacher. He started teaching yoga to people. He conducted yoga classes in Mysore, Bangalore, Hyderabad, in different areas of Andhra Pradesh, like that. He went from place to place teaching yogasanas. That's how he was known at that time as the yoga teacher. So one day he was having the yogasana classes, maybe continuously for 2 days or weekend. He was having the yoga classes, and there were some 10 people who joined him to learn yoga. And I think it was a Sunday, and on that day, they were learning yogasanas, and the talk went on in a different direction where all of them became highly emotional. Maybe Sadhguru would have revealed so many things, and so all the participants became so much psychologically, I will not say upset, psychologically they became aware of many things, and many of them were crying. Somehow the class was so gripping, so interesting, that they even forgot to take lunch. So when they sat for lunch, it was 4 o'clock in the evening. And as Sadhguru and all the other 10 participants were eating, Sadhguru just casually he lifted his eyes, and he saw a girl, a lady, looking at him, staring from there. Then when he saw, she came running to him. She sat by his side, and she was going on weeping. First, Sadhguru took it as a continuation of the class experience. Many people cried in the class, so maybe she is also letting out her emotions, like that. Then in the evening, after the class, she got ready to go back to Bangalore. So from Bangalore she had come to Mysore to learn yoga from Sadhguru. She talked to him for some time, and he came to understand that her name was VIJJI, and 21 years old lady who already got married and divorced, and now working in a bank in Bangalore. So she has come all the way from Bangalore to learn yoga, and that day evening she was getting ready to go back to Bangalore. This much they talked, and she left. Then Sadhguru realized that this VIJJI was his elder sister in his previous birth. In his previous birth, he was known as Sadhguru Sri Brahma, and he became a yogi. But he had a sister, elder sister, who was so affectionate to him, who was so fond of him. But since the brother became a yogi, he started loitering here and there with just a loin cloth or even naked. So the sister could not show all her affections to the brother, because the brother had already become a yogi. But she was so fond of her brother, but she could not express her love towards him in a full-fledged manner. So she had a lot of unfulfilled emotions towards her brother in the previous life. And Sadhguru could immediately see the karmic connections. He knew that this VIJJI was his elder sister in the previous birth. Then VIJJI also got emotionally connected to Sadhguru. Then after going back to Bangalore, she wrote a letter. And in those days, in 82 and 84, there weren't mobiles and WhatsApps and what not. I remember very clearly, I used to write letters to my friends and relatives. We had the 10 paise postcard and a 3-fold envelope. That is called inland letter. Inland letter means within India, if you want to send a letter to someone, you can use this inland letter, not the international letter, inland letter. It was for 15 paise or 20 paise or something. I have light blue in color. I have written a lot of letters to my friends and relatives. And I enjoyed writing letters. And the receivers also enjoyed reading my letters. So like that, this VIJJI wrote a letter from Bangalore to Sadhguru. She wanted to start the letter as Dear JAGGI. But when she wrote, it came as Dear Brother. She was not even aware that she started her letter as Dear Brother. But it happened. Then slowly, in the following days, they met. They developed a lot of emotional connections. They fell in love with each other. So during the weekdays, both of them were working. During the weekends, VIJJI used to come to Mysore, and they had a very nice time together. And romance developed, obviously, because this is bound to happen whether you are an enlightened yogi or a normal person. Between two men, there can be only friendship. Between two ladies or two girls or boys, there can be only friendship. No physical contact. Whereas, if it is a man and a woman, then it will start as friendship, But as you talk and talk and talk, you come to know, you come to learn more about the other person. It will lead to romance. What we call as the love affair. And when it becomes stronger, definitely it will end in sharing out the body, physical body. That sort of intimacy will definitely come. It is very difficult otherwise, because sharing the body or the sexual contact is just one way of showing the love for the other. That's all. When the relationship becomes so intimate, obviously we tend to express it, which results in sharing of the physical body also. But here, Sadhguru never said about all those things. I am just telling you. See, these two people, they were young, they met, they were friends for some time, and obviously they decided to get married. That's all I am coming to say. It will end up like that only. Okay. So getting married is the right way to show your love to each other. So Sadhguru went and told his parents about his decision to take to marry VIJJI. Then his father came out with a lot of questions. Who is she? What is her religion? What is her caste? Who is her father? Who is her mother? Why did her first marriage end up in a divorce? What is the first husband doing? All sorts of questions. Then Sadhguru thought. Then he told his father, I know only about this girl whom I am going to marry. I know her name is VIJJI. She is 21 years old. She is a divorcee and she is working in a bank in Bangalore. This much only I know. And I need to know only this much. Because I am not going to marry her father. I am not going to marry her first husband. Why should I know more about all the others? So like that, he gave the answer. And on Mahashivaratri day, they got married. Like the union of Lord Shiva and Parvati, these two got married, and he rented out a house, some 10 houses away from his own house, and they were living. And meanwhile, VIJJI got a transfer from Bangalore to Mysore, and they were having a very nice time. However, Sadhguru was reminded constantly about his goal of establishing a Dhyana Linga. And he also wanted to settle down. See, he wanted to make a lot of money because now he is a family man. He has to support a lady, his wife. So he wanted more money and he worked hard. He started a lot of things and he worked hard and he made money also. But somewhere he wanted to settle down, and from Goa to the tip of Kerala, he went so many times up and down along with his friends, some of his friends, in search of a place for him to settle down, to start a yoga class and so on. Nothing clicked. Then one day he went to Coimbatore to meet two of his friends. He went by bus, and the next day, early morning, the bus reached Coimbatore even before the scheduled time. And so Sadhguru had to wait in the bus stand for 2 hours. And he just kept his suitcase and he sat on the suitcase. Within minutes, he went into a meditative state. This is happening in the bus stand of Coimbatore. Within minutes, he went into meditative state, and the 2 hours were there before his friends could come. And these 2 hours he sat as such, and he got a lot of insights, as if a film was going in front of him in his meditation. See, during his enlightenment period also, he went up to the hill by 2 o'clock and he came down only by 8 o'clock. So for 5 hours the experience lasted, though it appeared to be a matter of 10 to 15 minutes for him. And then also he saw many of his past lives, but here and there were many patches to be filled. This time he got a vivid picture of his past and also the future, where he is going to settle down, what he is going to do, how he is going to consecrate the Dhyanalinga, how many people are going to help him. Everything he got as if drawing a blueprint before constructing a house. Then he decided, see, this is the place for me to establish. He wanted to establish himself somewhere in the valley of with the background of the mountains. In the valley only he wanted to settle down, because the mountain was in his eyes, always reminding him about his settlement at the base of the mountain. Right from childhood he has been getting the scene of the mountain in his eyes all the time. That's how he took it so casually that people, all of them, are having this mountain as the background in our eyes. Then he decided, okay, this is my place. So, he was born in Mysore in a Telugu speaking family. He was talking Kannada and Telugu also, probably. Yeah, Telugu also. And he studied English. He didn't know much of Tamil, but he had to settle down in Coimbatore. Those 2 hours gave him the confirmation that he has to settle down in Coimbatore. And there is a reason for it. That is, in his previous birth as Sadguru Sri Brahma, he was loitering all over the place of Coimbatore. And personally what I think is, probably in those 2 hours of deep meditation, his Guru Palaniswami would have guided him, would have shown him the past to understand the future in a better way, and also to tell him what he is about to do, what he is expected to do in the years to come. Okay, so these are the 2 things which I wanted to share here. One is about meeting his previous birth sister, elder sister, as his life partner here. Another thing is the 2 hours of meditation in the bus stand of Coimbatore, where he could get the scene by scene program of his past as well as his future. And that, I am sure, it was possible by the grace of his Guru Palaniswami, and also by the grace of God. Okay, so these are the 2 important points which I wanted to share in this video. I hope you understand this. Let's see in the next video. Bye.